been a lot of people in the comment, man, subscribers and fans, like where I've been, man. Well, me and my team, we got to go back to the drawing board, you know what I'm saying? And come up with a schedule for this, you know? So first and foremost, man, I want to talk about my IG page, man. It's the same, at @STR8LACED, man. Big Mike right there. You can go there and tap into all my social media right there on the IG, because this is where this started from, man. The YouTube page was something fairly new. So on the IG, what I also want to get to y'all about is, man, my podcast. All this started as in me wanting a podcast, and I got it up off the ground. So for you guys that want to get intertwined and know more about my life, I'm talking about different subjects, plain and simple, on the podcast. There's a podcast up right now shortly about my life, an hour long. With that, I have a Twitter, @ReallyTheFella, straight lace, no chase. So there's a different tag of that, right? Like I said, you can go to the IG and tap in all that. I'm trying to get the Twitter up, man. It's a lot to do when it's just me and my two bros. I don't have a big old team like the Shade Room and the rest of them, man. I just got family. Outside of that, the Twitter, a bunch of reposts in my life, clowning and all that. Then I've just recently got into Triller, you know, and that's a bunch of me clowning, you know what I'm saying? But a lot is to show that I'm up to par with the social media as my young life keep me up to par. So, you know, I got the IG, I got the YouTube channel, I got the podcast. The podcast can be found on both major outlets, as in iTunes and Spotify, which is also on Pocket Cast and Anchor, a smaller podcast. So if you're on the road or at work and you want to listen, tap into that. Once again, you can tap into all these links, but make sure they're going to be up tonight. Tap into the IG page. You did? So since this is a video that's not being monetized, you know, I'm going to take me a small Hennessy break, because, you know, I'm Doc Hennessy around this camp. Party foul. Anyway, check it out. This is something to give y'all, like, where I've been. You know, on the live, a lot of people are like, Big Mike, where you been, man? I've been worried about you. Don't worry, man. Don't panic, man. I'm keeping it all together, man. We had to go back to the drawing board and set up some schedules, where we going with this and what we're going to talk about, man. It ain't always got to be about a monetize or a clickbait on me on the negative part of the culture and the media, even though that's how it started. So this is more information to give you about my podcast, where you get to know me better. There's going to be a podcast up this week where I sit down tomorrow night with my homeboy KB. You dig what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about incarceration, the young black youth, and how generations have failed other generations. You know, because me and him are both victims of the crack era. Oh, hold on, y'all. Small Hennessy pass, handoff. Shovel pass, Barry Sanders. So, outside of that, let's talk about the merch. The merch has been slowed down and just put on a standstill for my good people like the Shirt Peddler, because I'm trying to come with a website where you guys can just prepaid order. You dig what I'm saying? So I can just miss the whole stretching myself too far and not having the right sizing. And you can order straight out what you want. Hoodies, t-shirts. It's about to be the summertime. I'm gonna have the crop tops and the V-necks for the females. And that's why I'm at this. This is a short video, man, just to let you know that everybody that supports me, that I've been thinking about it, to come with my next move, and just let you know. So this video is called Straight Laced Information. I'm coming with the podcast. I'm gonna be locked in with that, and I'm gonna be more locked in with the videos for the YouTube. And in the meantime, when y'all looking for a laugh and some jokes and just some straight reposting, tap into the Twitter and tap into the IG page, man. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, you know, it's been real good. Sun back out. Allergies messing with me. Drinking this Hennessy, loving my daughter, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, doing my 1-2 step, you know. I had to refocus on the drive of this brand, Straight Lace, No Chase, so there'll be no acts and gimmicks with it. You know, there's a hell of things I want to talk about right now. I also want to get into making you guys laugh and not be so serious no more. And just straight, when you see the topics, you can grab onto it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Press like, reshare, invite subscribers. And one thing about me, man, I'm a real dude. I appreciate everybody that supports me. And, you know, I'm gonna have the stickers back on y'all. You know, stickers. I'm gonna have the shirts, the hoodies, the whole nine. But the thing about the merch, I just don't want to overstretch myself with it, because it's not like I'm trying to get rich off it. But I do want to give y'all merch to some of y'all that want it and want to support me. After that, I ain't got too much to say. Other than that, he is him, the play runner, Big Mike, Mr. Straight Lace, No Chase, Godzilla, the king of the monsters. That part though, no accident, no gimmicks.